So I live in a 10-story apartment building and I only pay $50 in rent. Does that make you angry? Does that make you shiver in your boots? Does that make you want to punch me in my face? I pay $50 for a 2-bedroom for my family of 6 with the help of your tax dollars. Thank you very much. If that last video made you mad, this video is going to make you even madder. I've been paying $50 in rent for over 15 years. Does that make you mad? Does that make you want to punch me in my face? So because of that video I made of my family of 7 living in a 2-bedroom apartment and me only paying $50, somebody on here was so miserable to go report me that now they gave me an eviction notice for 30 days.
This woman is the perfect example of why you should always be humble. You don't tell us. Life gave you tangerines and you decided, you know what, I want it to be sour. I will make lemonades out of it. You cannot tell me American people in this Donald J. Trump economy, whatever they are doing to survive in the racism, in the high taxes, in the high gas prices, the food stamps are gone. People are crying. Have you seen the tariffs lately? People are concerned. Why is our American dollar going to that country code isn't it? Why is our taxpayers' money used to B.O. kaboom the kids in Gaza? People are angry. On top of that, Americans need to pay taxes even when they don't live in the United States, just for the fact that they are American. And you wake up and open your mouth on the internet and brag about how they are clearing all your bills. Now hold up now, y'all about to be pissed. The part that I hate the most is when she said, in the beginning, like, I was so broke. I had 2 kids. And you know what happened? Yeah, I got a man. So he became number 4. And I gave him 2 kids. So, like, how many are we now? 6. Ma'am! Oh, why am I yelling? Relax, sister. She went, got a man. How much of a hobo is that man? Oh my God. She went, got a man, brought him to the house. She gave birth to more kids on top of being a single mother. And she woke up and bragged on the internet that I use your taxpayers' money to pay my bills. So this is why people were so pissed. This is why people were so pissed. Because of people like you, ma'am. Okay? Yeah. And you know what? Long story short, she got fired. And now she's crying on the internet. You guys, like, why are you serious? Like, I was just bragging. Like, you guys want me to live a miserable life so bad? Yeah, you should. You should, because clearly you don't care about your life and you don't give a shit towards your fellow Americans. Hello? Do you know how hard it is to wake up and go and work and people are paying taxes to help you? And you keep on bringing more life, bringing a man, and laugh in the face of Americans that put food on your table?
So because of that video I made of my family of 7 living in a 2-bedroom apartment and me only paying $50, somebody on here was so miserable to go report me that now they gave me an eviction notice for 30 days. So now I need a lawyer. Thanks to y'all taxpayers that are so mad that you're paying my $50 in rent for my 2-bedroom apartment for a family of 7. I don't know how y'all even found out where I lived. It's a 10-story apartment building. Y'all found out where I live. Y'all contacted the housing people. I don't know what you said to them, but now me and my family's getting evicted and we're gonna be on the streets. So thanks a lot. So because of that video I made of my family of 7 living in a 2-bedroom apartment and me only paying $50.
You had a family of 7 living in a 2-bedroom apartment for $50? What type of scheme was you running?
Somebody on here was so miserable to go report me that now they gave me an eviction notice for 30 days.
Seems to me they told you to skedaddle.
So now I need a lawyer. Thanks to y'all taxpayers that are so mad that you're paying my $50 in rent for my 2-bedroom apartment for a family of 7. I don't know how y'all even found out where I live. It's
All right, I'm gonna give you the blueprint to change your life. Step 1, stop having children. Step 2, find their father. Step 3, take them to court. Step 4, get child support. Step 5, get a job. Next step, this is gonna be the most important step. You need to start taking accountability for your actions. See, you cannot go around bragging on the internet while other people struggle, who other people are working their ass off, and you're getting on the internet talking about, I'm only paying $50 and I'm scamming. Who wants to see that? Like, no one wants to watch and witness while we all bust our ass working. Why does this not make sense to the EBT community?
so because of that video I made of my family of 7 living in a 2-bedroom apartment and of me only paying $50, somebody on here was so miserable to go report me that now they gave me an eviction notice for 30 days. So
I know you heard that, and I started to do the math. A family of 7, 2-bedroom, $50. $50 for rent. I said, wait a second. Before I allow this to make me start thinking and, allowing the bait to catch me, I said, let me go really investigate what's going on here. And I will say this young lady put on an excellent show, because she was following up with this and explaining what's going on and her going down to the office and not being able to talk to nobody. But unless I'm mistaken, I don't think anybody's paying $50 a rent for a 2-bedroom, and I don't think it would be legal to have 7 people in it. Turns out this entire thing was just made up. I'm starting to really notice that here. You got to be careful when you see a story on TikTok now. You really got to go look, dig deep, and figure out, does this even make sense? And now, if you didn't watch to the end of the video, then somebody's going to go comment, hey, it's not real. And I'm just going to go like, yeah, you didn't watch the whole video.
24 days until I'm officially evicted and out on the streets for a month. All because I decided to come on the World Wide Web and post that I pay $50 in rent in a 2-bedroom in a 10-story building. Which I could have kept it to myself, not bragged about it. But I did that. And one of you taxpayers went and found out where I lived and told my housing management. So now I have to leave because y'all got into my business that much, that y'all care about what I got going on. At this point, I'm just taking it day by day. I have no plan. To be honest, I don't know what's next. I do know after the month, they already told me that I can go somewhere else. They already have the place, but it's not going to be ready for 2 months. So I do know that much, that I'm not going to be on the streets for long. But I'm saying after the 30 days is up, I don't know what I'm doing next. Like, I don't know where. I guess I could sleep in my car for a month, which is super uncomfortable. But I guess you got to deal with being uncomfortable. That's the consequences of my actions. But that's what's going on so far. 24 months. 24 months. I wish. 24 days. And I'm out on the street in the cold. Things suck. Don't miss Thanksgiving. Everything. But that's it. That's all.
So did y'all hear about the lady who has 7 people living in a 2-bedroom paying $50 rent? Well, she came on here bragging about paying $50 rent in a 2-bedroom with 7 people, right? So then the people decided to call the apartment complex and tell the apartment complex that she's only paying $50 in rent and she has 7 people living there. Now she came to this internet to tell all her business because she has $300 in food stamps. She's going to pay $50 in rent. So the people said, you know what? The apartment complex said, you know what? You got 30 days to leave. Or you can move to the 10th floor because right now she lives on the 2nd floor. So you can move to the 10th floor in a 3-bedroom and pay $50 more. She said, I don't want to move to the 10th floor because I'm afraid of heights and I don't have $100. But in the video where she talks about having $300 in food stamps, she tells us, oh, y'all think just because I get food stamps that my tax paying dollars don't go to having my dollars don't go to taxes. So if your dollars go to taxes, then you gotta have $100. Like, what are you spending your money on? And then she has a grown man living in her house that does not pay not a one bill. Just like she does not pay one bill. She pays $50, but he don't pay nothing. Why do y'all keep moving these grown men in there that don't pay bills? Like, it's crazy. I'm not the type of person that say, oh, the man is the head of the house, because I know some women are doctors, some women are nurse practitioners, some women are lawyers, some women are, judges, whatever. They make all the money. And then they may have a blue collar brother. But still, he needs to pay bills. There should be no reason why y'all about to get evicted. I know why they're about to get evicted, but you have an opportunity to move to another floor and pay $100, and you don't want to do that. I live in a 3-bedroom now with my kids, and I pay $17.50. I have a husband, but still, that's a lot of money, and you are complaining about paying $100. Girl, bye.
22 days until I get evicted from the place I've been at for 15 years. All because I made a video asking taxpayers if they were mad that I paid $50 in rent. You let me control your emotions. Stop letting other people control your emotions. It's like I'm talking to my son. I'm talking to a bunch of kids. Take nothing personal. So because of you taxpayers, I'm going to have to leave the place I've always known and loved. My 2-bedroom for my family of 8. We have to leave. And I could cry and I could yell and I could scream, but that's not going to do anything. I could just keep going, keep trusting in God. That's what I'm going to do. I'm just keep living and trusting that God will do it for me. Hey guys, so I know a lot of you have seen my video of me taunting taxpayers for paying $50 in rent for my family of 8, which ultimately led up to me being evicted from my apartment, going through the eviction process now. I'm making this video right now to redeem myself and rebrand. I know a lot of you might say it's too late. You already said what you said. There's no rebranding. There's no coming back from it. But I believe there is. I'm going to start off with, I love all taxpayers, okay? I love all you guys. No hate. I didn't mean to make people mad. I didn't mean to control anybody's emotions. I did that, but I didn't mean to do it. Secondly, I'm still not getting a job. And thirdly, I'm still not getting a job. 23 days till I get evicted because people felt offended for me calling them taxpayers. I didn't mean anything by it, okay? I didn't mean to call y'all taxpayers. I didn't mean to throw it in your face that I'm paying $50 in rent. I didn't mean to. Is it so bad that I feel like we should be living for free? Is that so wrong? I went box shopping today to see if I could start packing stuff up. I don't know where I'm putting my stuff because storage is way too expensive. So I can't pay for storage. I'm going to have to ask my sister and my mom if I could put some stuff in my mom's house. I put some stuff in my sister's house. Most likely they're going to say yes, because why wouldn't they? Family. I have a trampoline and a swing set inside of my living room. I have to figure out where I'm going to put that, because I know it's not going to fit in my sister's house and it's not going to fit in my mom's house. Well, maybe I'll just get rid of it, because that was the reason why my downstairs neighbor was so mad, because I had that in the living room. Which I don't understand why she could be mad. She knew that there's kids up there. I'm just taking it step by step, day by day. Just trying to be the best person I could be. I mean, if you hate me, hate me. I said sorry. Accept my apology or don't. Y'all want to see me working so bad. Y'all want to see me part of the sheep. Y'all want to see me homeless. Why? Why does my life matter to you? Your penny that you're putting into my $50 in rent. Obviously, I'm getting evicted, so I'm not paying the $50 anymore. So, I mean, what's the problem now? I'm like, y'all already got me evicted. So, like, I don't know what else y'all want from me. No, I'm not getting a job. No, I'm not working a 9 to 5. No, I'm not doing none of that. Unless that job is paying $100+ an hour, I'm not working it. I'm not. Like, it needs to be $100+ an hour. And with no skills, no qualifications, I don't know if I'm gonna find that. So I'm not gonna be working. I'm not working minimum wage. What? I've never had a job a day in my life. I've never been to an interview. I can't see myself working. If you like to work, that's on you. You like to have a lump sum of money, that's on you. You know, I never need a lump sum of money. You know why? Because God provides for me. Yeah. So, I don't know. If y'all hate me if you want to. I don't care. I really don't care. Like, I don't know. I don't know what more y'all want from me. Y'all not paying my rent anymore, so what's the problem now? My family of 7 living in a 2-bedroom apartment and me only paying $50.
I wish I was paying $50. I'm paying $2,000 as a single mom. I don't have any benefits, and I do work. I am on the verge of losing the place for my son and I on November the 4th. And I am asking anyone that can donate $1 to my PayPal link in the bio, please do. This place means so much to my son and I. Like I said, we've been here for the last 5 years. I've got $20,000 invested into it, and I really need your guys' help to keep it for my son and I. This whole situation has been just breaking our hearts, and I'm trying the best I can, but I'm just not gonna make it without community support.
Story apartment building, and I only pay $50 in rent. Does that make you angry?
And she's wondering why she's being evicted right now. Like, why would you do that and not think that would be like repercussions for gloating over something so stupid? It's like poking a snake and being surprised that you're about to fucking die because you messed with something venomous that could literally fight back. Like, okay.
So when I first moved into this 10-story building, in this 2-bedroom, paying $50 in rent, it was me and my 2 kids. Then I met a guy. Then that makes 4 of us. Then I gave him 2 kids. So then that makes 6. And then after me and him broke up, I met another dude. That's the one I've been talking about, the one that's real lazy, and I'm tired of him. So I met him and I gave him a baby. So we have a newborn baby, and that makes 8. So, yep, that's 8 people in a 2-bedroom. We made it work. I don't know why, like, it's so important to y'all. Like, why does it matter to y'all how we lived in there? That shouldn't matter to anybody. To go report to my housing management place, whatever, and tell them that I have a certain amount of people in my home is crazy. It's weird. Y'all are so worried about me. Like, worry about yourself. Y'all talking about, oh, we're stressed out from working so much, but you're on here. You're on TikTok watching my video. Yeah, okay. Make it make sense. So I live in a 10-story apartment building, and I only pay
Have fun in your 10-story apartment building. Fucking do better, Mom.
Back at taxpayers. Humble request. When you see people like her, you cancel her immediately. No, because imagine waking up and you take care of a child, you think they're adopted, like, oh my god, I put you on the street, I took care of you, and after 5 years in, you not even 5 years in, why am I yelling? This woman, American people have been taking care of her for over 15 years, and she has the guts to stand in front of the camera and mock people that put food on our kids' table. Imagine you adopt a child, you raise this child 5 years, 10 years, and then she wakes up and says, you know, like, thank you so much for all you've done for me, but like, my billionaire dad is literally waiting for me to stop putting up a tantrum so I can go back home. What would you do? What would you do when you help this person thinking they're poor? People are so heartless. People are so heartless. People are so heartless, ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you. But anyway, long story short, people were like, okay, you're bragging on our money. We will make sure you go back to zero, baby. Now, guess what? She got an eviction notice. Jokes on you. Taxpayers literally said, you're not using like that. Okay? Yeah.